MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Mets. Connolly, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Junior Gomes is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
At the plate, Hayden Leach. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Line towards center field. Stacy is right there, 1 down. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. He will tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. 1 out, nobody on. Line hard toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the shortstop, Patrick Connolly.
Stepping in, Patrick Connolly. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
Stacy is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Britt Wheatley gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Stepping in, Michael Ogawa. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. And despite his success with the bat this year, he's going through a really tough stretch in recent games, batting under the Mendoza line over his last 10.
Yeah, he struggled the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but the sample size in the first half is too big. It's only going to take 1 swing for him to get right back on track.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Catches the corner, got him looking. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next up for New York, Sean Stacy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 2 out, nobody on. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Nope. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center. And I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So coming to the plate, Will Tyson. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he's really continued to look great in the second half of the season. Over the last 10 games, hitting over 300.
He's been so consistent all year. His timing, just his presence in the box. It doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Probably going to battle for a batting title the rest of the way. Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting Lonnie Chisenhall. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Settling in now, Omar Guerrero. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Down the line and fair. That's a hit.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked. Gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Into the box now, Lee James. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Into the box now, the Indians pitcher, Britt Wheatley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 1-1. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Next for the Mets, Ronald Escalona. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking, strike 3.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he got him.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin the start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Lindor ranging up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now to the plate, Caden Leach. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Stacy is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The third baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Ramirez. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Another full count offering on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
The 1-1. He pulls this one into right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple, but they're up 1-0.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. At the start of the day, they have the worst team batting average in the league, and when I talked with one member of the coaching staff, he told me there's really no good excuse or explanation for it. Even though batting average isn't the end-all be-all of offensive stats, he said there's no denying they have to figure out how to be more competitive with their at-bats. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Gilberto Whitlock. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-2 the count. The 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Connolly scoops it up. And there's one down now. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. At the plate, Kyosar. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Line to the right side. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Junior Gomes. Now a bunt attempt here, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Grounded back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Long throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, D-Roll, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Mets played a run on a couple of hits. On now to the top of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Indians' offense with Cleveland's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's 1-2. Looking at his post-All-Star break performance, his pace has slowed down a little bit from the prolific pace that he set for himself in the first half, but not to the point where anybody's really concerned just yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be concerned about it. Anytime you're hovering in that 280 to 300 range for 10 games, you usually feel pretty good about it. The only problem is he had such a great first half. His average has actually dipped a little bit.
Guerrero.
Striding into the box, Omar Guerrero. He reached on a single in his first try. 1 out, nobody on. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box, Lee James. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting, the pitcher, Britt Wheatley.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Britt Wheatley. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The left field.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. One and two. Here it is. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The set and the 2-2, and he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Indians strand a couple on to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Into the box, Sean Stacy. He flew out in his last at-bat. A shot down the first baseline, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. And while he put up tremendous numbers in the first half of the campaign, as we talked about earlier, his stats over the last 10 or so games have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's certainly slowed. His timing looks a little bit off these last 10 games, but still finding a way to work that one knock a night in there and keep everybody off his back. I think he figures it out pretty quick here.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. to 2-2 now.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. The 1-2. Flips the inside corner for strike 3.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. At the plate, he's really continued to look great in the second half. Over his last 10 games, hitting over 300.
No surprise this guy found himself in the All-Star game in a Midsummer Classic. He absolutely had a monster first half. He was almost a certain lock to represent his team at that game.
Though he notched the backwards K on that one, Patrick Connolly becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Ready once again, Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Stacy will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Kevin Plawecki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Gilberto.
Digging in, Gilberto Whitlock. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit softly on the ground to first. James moving to his right, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Into the box now, Kiosar. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Stepping into the box, Will Tyson. Lifted the other way out to left center. Stacy on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, Ronnie Chisenhall. He struck out And that misses. 2-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ogawa is there, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Junior Gomes. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Michael Ogawa.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Ogawa. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we see that these guys are currently 2nd in the AL in that department. Digging in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line drive to center field. Tyson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Digging in, Lee James. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Stacy comes on now, and he has it 1 down. So stepping in, Britt Wheatley. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. We mentioned his position in the batting race earlier in the game, and with a batting average above the 400 mark over his last 10 games, it's a little scary to think that he might be getting better as the season wears on.
Yeah, you watch this guy knock the donut off the bat. He strides to the plate with nothing but confidence, and rightfully so. He's been swinging a hot bat lately. Last 10 games really has turned it up a notch.
In there, a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Addison Reed comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Stepping in now, Caden Leach. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kiermaier is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. So now the have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone all the way into the upper deck. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 1 shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far. And the Tribe have opened it up to 4-1.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets them in a hurry with 1 swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
In now, Jose Ramirez. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And that is not going to pan out, as he'll ensure this stays foul, and that will rather foolishly retire the side. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Indians. Stepping up to the plate, Sean Stacy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Ronald Escalona. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Full count, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Leach is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Striding in, Michael Conforto. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Scooped up on the backhand. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it 4-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
So
please.
a new pitcher set to
Now
take
pitching
over
for
now,
the
and
New York
here
Mets,
he is, the
number
fireballing
54.
left-hander Aroldis
Aroldis.
Chapman. In now, Will Tyson, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so
Drilled to first. Escalona gloves it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 9.
Time to bring you up to date on the
Lonnie
numbers for our 2
Chisenhall.
starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Into the box now, Lonnie Chisenhall. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right
Now
now.
batting, catcher, Omar Guerrero.
Digging in now, Omar Guerrero. Slider laid off for a ball. The count now at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. He's set, and the payoff pitch, and he fouls this one off. Count remains full. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Popped high in the air. Escalona waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. So nothing happening this time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Indians lead it 4-1.
Your
Carson
attention,
Smith
please.
is on to pitch
Now
out of the
pitching for
bullpen in the
Cleveland,
bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Carson Smith.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter.
batting,
And he was
second
really in
baseman,
command on the mound throughout the
Gilberto.
evening.
Matty V,
Whitlock.
really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Ground ball left side. And that's the 2nd out.
Up next for the Mets, the 3rd baseman,
Now at the plate, Kiosar. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
High pop up. James is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Hansel Robles enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Number 47, Hansel Robles. Now playing second.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Lee James.
Greg Guerrero.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Conforto comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Derek Gaines will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
27, Derek Gaines.
Hit toward the right side, and this is taken for the out.
The left fielder, number 34, Caden.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Hayden Leach.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Guerrero has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they lead it 4-1. Gary Reyes enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 99, Gary Reyes.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Greg Guerrero. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Ramirez might try to make a play on it. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Tyson, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Michael Ogawa.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Michael Ogawa. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he'll put this one away. And with that, the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Cleveland used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Britt Wheatley records the victory, his 13th of the year. Junior Gomes pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Gary Reyes wraps it up for the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.